Dr. Alina, Boutique Bodyworks, and I'm going to show you another quick food demonstration for a very quick, easy meal, lunchtime meal on a work day for me. So it is only 12:09. So we're going to try to do this in about 15 minutes or less. So first I'm going to grab my ingredients. I have pre-cooked some spaghetti squash, and the rest we're just going to add. So here we go. So I roasted the spaghetti squash evening before, and I like to mix it up in different ways each day. For protein, I'm going to use some black beans and some cheese because I'm good with dairy. And what else can we put in there? We're going to use tomato sauce. And we'll start with that. We can put a little bit of onion. Okay, so first we're going to spoon out our squash onto the plate. So here it is, already cooked, and you see how it came out in nice threads, just like spaghetti. I love spaghetti squash because it's really high in fiber. It makes you full, and I honestly, when I eat it, because it cooks a lot, I had produced 2 bowls of this from that one squash. So for one person, that's quite a bit of squash to use up. So I've been eating it every day in different ways for about 3 days when I make it. So I tend to lose weight when I use this, just because it's so high fiber. Next, we're going to add a healthy fat. So I'm putting my olive oil, extra virgin, just about a tablespoon. I'm gonna sprinkle that across, drizzle rather. I'm gonna go ahead and put some salts. I do not use any salt at all in the cooking process, so adding salt is fine. And I've got this nice mix that is different herbs a friend put together for me. It was a gift she gave me amongst other things at Christmas. And she just filled the pepper mill with all these nice herbs and spices. That's pretty cool. And let's chop up just a tiny bit of onion for flavor. So I've got some onion here. Not too much, because we're just going to microwave this. So I'm just going to take a few slices. That's all. And then mince it. Mince it means to just chop really fine. The finer that you chop it, then the more flavor disbursement you'll have, rather than having too concentrated flavor. With onion, it can be strong for people, so you may want to mince it even more than that. So I'm just going to sprinkle this. It just depends on what your tolerance and preference is. But the more fine, the better flavor disbursement. Okay. Next, let's put on our tomato sauce. This is just organic, pure tomato puree. There's nothing else in it. And so there's salt actually, but that's it. It's organic tomatoes and salt. That's it. So you could just puree your own tomatoes in your food processor or blender. But once in a while, I buy this or have this on hand if I'm in a hurry. So now I'm going to mix this all up. You don't have to. You could leave it like that as a spaghetti squash when it's served in a restaurant. Sometimes you have spaghetti rather, just the dress sauce poured on top. But I'm liking to mix mine in for the flavor disbursement. Now you could chop up some olives. You could throw capers on top. I mean, sky's the limit. Play with flavor. That's the key, right? To making food taste good. That's why processed food is so addicting and why the world especially Western world really, is consuming it at such great quantities to the point that we're not having good health. They've learned how to make these foods have a bliss factor, meaning the sensation of bliss when you eat it. It is chemically manufactured and designed, and it works. So you create your own bliss factor by playing with flavors. Okay, next we're going to put some cheese on top. I do have some already grated. But if you don't need to save that much time, you can grate your own. Hard cheeses have less fat. They also have that umami factor. They add flavor. So talking about flavor, hard cheese could be a good choice, like Parmesan or Gruyere's. And that's it. Now I'm going to put this in the microwave just for a couple of minutes. And we could add other flavors. We could put some hot chili seeds, pepper seeds, to give it a bit of a peppery flavor. If you like spice. You could put chimichurri. That's a popular one. Think about what you're pairing with. So with the tomato sauce, I'm going a little more traditional. I could put oregano. That would be really good. Thyme, basil. You get the idea. Now, I've done my spaghetti squash yesterday with curry, my curry powder from Egypt that I'm still using, and it was fantastic. And so, I mean, you can play with different styles of cuisines, cultures of cuisines. So it's almost done. I'm just putting things away while it's cooking in the microwave. I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. The other day I had to cook broccoli on the side as well, so I have extra veg, more fiber, more colors of the rainbow. That's ideal. And this is my lunch. I need it to last me for a while because I'm going to work, so I'm going to put some avocado, just half. Some nice healthy fats and more fiber. It keeps me full. I'll eat the other half in the evening. And then I'm just cutting it crosswise. Careful with your hands. Almost done. Right, and there we go. So now I'm going to just spoon my avocado on top. So we make it kind of like a Southwest style, yeah? We've got tomato, black beans, cheese, avocado. And I think to spice it up, I'm going to put some red pepper seeds. Here we go. Some crushed red pepper seeds. Pour into the cap, not straight to the bowl, so you control in case you make a mistake and over spice. And that's it. Looks pretty. That's our bowl. So we have lunch ready in only not even 10 minutes, my goodness. Okay. So again, your lunch doesn't have to take forever to make. honestly, that was faster than going to a restaurant and doing takeout, right? Because you would have had to drive up to the drive-through, order, wait for it. In the same amount of time or less, I have a real plant-based whole food meal that's delicious. Everything's organic and made from scratch. Can't beat that. Little prep was involved in just by having that spaghetti squash cooked in advance, but it lasts a few days and you get to play with it with the flavors and mix it up every day so that you're not eating the same thing. That's all for now. Until next time. Thank you.